dark side of YouTube. Now, I'd always been a reluctant social media guy. I'd gotten to a point in my life where it didn't hold any value to me at all. I wasn't someone that was constantly posting on Facebook. I wasn't posting selfies. I wasn't, every now and then I got to where, on Facebook, I would post a little bit of plane clips. People seem to enjoy that. And I never really took YouTube serious. I was over Instagram. I was, Twitter is just a place where I would go read the news. And, I didn't hold, as an older person, I didn't hold much value in social media. And I understand the evils of it and how it can negatively affect people that get involved in it. And that being said, I jumped my hat into YouTube knowing full well that it was opening up my life. And I've been very open about my life and very open about my time in the music business. And, it's been very relatable for a lot of you guys out there. And I'm very appreciative for everybody that tunes in and follows my channel. I don't have the answers for anybody's life. I don't have the answer for my life. I'm just someone trying to survive and trying to exist every day. And that's really the reality of why I'm doing this. I'm somewhere now and had to move for my family where there are not good paying gigs. There's gigs, but not the type of work that I'm used to doing and not the type of work that I want to do at almost 60 years old. And that's the reality. If I was still in Nashville, I'd still be playing the same gigs that I was comfortable doing there, and mostly weekend warrior stuff. And I'd make enough money that I wouldn't have to do YouTube. I wouldn't have to do this. And I would just quietly go about my business, play my butt off, and go home. And, that is not my reality now. I knew something inside me told me that I needed to focus on YouTube and to do this and to make it a success of some sort and put the effort in, put the time in. And I started doing it. Just my intuition has always been something that I've been kind of in tune with, and knowing when I need to do this and when I need to leave here and go here and all that. I don't have the answers for anybody else out there. I just have to provide my perspective and, give my 2 cents. And I hope that my message helps people out there. That's ultimately what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help myself. And I'm trying to help those that watch my channel. And I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a probation officer. I'm not any of those things. I'm not a guru. I don't have the answers for you specifically. I'm hoping that my experience can help others out there. But man, there is a very dark side to YouTube, to social media, to putting your life out there, to putting your family out there. And, I've got a great group of people and great support, people watching my back, that follow my channel, and my friends. I got friends out there that tune in every day, and man, it's been a great support for me, and it's helped me out so much. And just getting to have that camaraderie when I go live and all that, man, I really enjoy it, and I really appreciate everybody that tunes in. But, for instance, when I started moving to Florida, and I got down to Florida, I had a gentleman reach out to me, and I guess he was a musician, and he watched my channel, and he started messaging me on social media, basically saying, "Hey man, I can give you the lowdown on Florida. You need to meet me at exit," and name some random exit off the freeway. "And it's a rest area. We can talk there." And and then saying, no cameras, because I'm not going to put in my teeth. And, if this gentleman is out there, and I don't mean any disrespect, but man, I was born at night, but I was not born last night. I'm about as streetwise as anybody can be. A small town kid moving to Los Angeles. Los Angeles made me streetwise, and my time up in Boston made me streetwise. And I'm always watching my six. I'm always watching my back. And, I'm not going to go meet anybody at a random rest stop to talk about the Florida music business. I've got friends down here. If I want to know about gigs or whatever, or opportunities, or know what it's like down here, I'd already put feelers out. I'd already done my homework, done my research, and knew what I was coming into down here. I knew that the gigs didn't pay but a certain amount. I knew that they were mostly single and duo gigs. And I go, okay, well, that's why I'm all in on YouTube. That's why I'm up at, I don't know, what is it, 6:30, 5:30 in the morning. It's 6:37 in the morning. That's why I'm up here doing a video. And, no disrespect to this gentleman, but, I'm not going to go meet anyone, any random person, at a rest stop. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Now, the other thing is, you get a lot of trolls, and they can, the toll of having to read these ridiculous comments and stuff, all the time, man, that can take a toll. That can take a toll on your mental well-being. I'm having to get up every day and do this, be positive, be motivated. And that's just negativity, man. So, think before you put a negative comment. That's just, the world doesn't need any more of that. I don't need any more of that. I know I'm old. I know I'm ugly. I know my hair looks like a wig. I don't care, man. I'm here. I'm here to provide, try to help the people that watch my channel, try to help my family, try to keep money coming in. And I'm trying to survive just like everybody out there. But man, I got a bunch of emails last night. And look, man, my email is on my description channel, and it's really for business inquiries. And I get companies that send me, gear and stuff like that. And I don't mind an occasional email with a suggestion or an idea or a few links. I don't mind that at all. I understand already just the spam that I get every day. It's hundreds and hundreds of email. And it takes time to go through them. But man, I get up this morning at 5:30 in the morning, and I go through my emails, and I've got somebody, who's ranting, and it's a very, very scary emails, because it's I don't even know how I can get into it without YouTube demonetizing the video, but I would urge this person to get some help. I would urge this person not to hurt himself or others. And I'm not going to get into anybody's specifics. But man, he's wanting to know if he should do this and if he should do that. And ultimately, man, I don't have answers for anybody on their career. Ultimately, you've got to take the information I provide and decide what's best for you. But I certainly don't want anyone to hurt themselves. I don't want anyone to hurt somebody else. This person that talked about someone had robbed them and they were going to go, do something. And look, man, I've been robbed many times. I've had thousands of dollars worth of gear stolen out of my car to the point where I didn't even have enough to gig with after that. And, violence is never the answer in a situation like that. Even if you know who did it, It's never the answer. And the reality is this, man. Gear can be replaced. You cannot be replaced. Someone else can't be replaced. And violence is never the answer. Gear can be replaced. It's not worth your life or somebody else's life. And it's best to just let it go. I urge people that may have those feelings. And maybe if you're messaging me at 3, 4, 5 in the morning, I would urge you to get some sleep, try and calm your mind, try and calm down, and understand that, man, I don't have the answers for your life. I don't know what you need to do career-wise. I don't know what you're dealing with now. I can only offer my experiences. And, but man, having to get up in the morning and read that. And look, I've been in very dark places, bad places in my head before. And, I know what that's like. I know what it's like to be angry. I know what it's like to be frustrated. I know what it's like to be broke. I know what it's like to have issues, maybe something on your shoulder. And, I can only offer this. If you're struggling with issues, if you have substance abuse problems, please get help. If you feel like harming yourself or others, please get help. I am not the person to go to for that. I am not going to respond to that. I am not, that's just not, what do you do? It's like people say, don't respond to the trolls. And I try to not do that. In this case, this is not a troll. This is a cry for help. But I am not a psychologist. I am just a guitar player with a YouTube channel. And, this is a lot to deal with. And, I know I'm putting myself in danger. I know I'm putting my family in danger. And I knew that doing this channel. And I knew that, there were going to be crazy stuff going on, and it was opening up a Pandora's box. I don't have any choice but to keep doing this channel and keep my career alive. And, I don't have a choice but to continue on, despite the fact that I know this is not an easy thing to deal with. Social media is a necessary evil in today's world, but it is opening yourself up. If I could go away and just hide and not have to work and not have to worry about money and paying the bills each month and paying the mortgage and taking care of my child and helping my wife and all of that, I wouldn't do any of this. I wouldn't be doing YouTube. I wouldn't be opening myself up to this. I wouldn't be playing, I would play a little bit, because that's kind of what my channel was before. Now, I dipped my toe in YouTube, but it never blew up before. And it never got this big to where I was getting emails and stuff like that, man. Look, I get messages on social media. I get people wanting advice or where to live or where to move to and, all this stuff. And man, I can only help through this channel. I can only help so much. And, it's a little uncomfortable for me to, I get people telling me what to do. I get people telling me, you should do this and you should do that. And, man, it's real easy to tell somebody what to do. I get people commenting on my videos, to my social media, and that's an awkward thing, man. I appreciate the support, and I appreciate everybody watching, the channel. But man, it's a lot of work, and getting this, personal things of people going through mental struggles and all that, man. I've got my own mental struggles and my own issues. And, I just keep my head down and I keep working. I keep striving and trying to help my family every day and trying to survive, man. I'm trying to survive this modern day society with these social media Pandora box and trying to live and trying to, watching my numbers on YouTube and knowing if I don't get these numbers, I'm only going to make so much. And it's tough, man. It's tough. You're urging people. I stopped long time ago. I stopped asking for likes and subscribes. Every now and then I'll plug something on my site. I've got an Amazon link in my description. I got a Sweetwater link. I've got a buy me a coffee link in there. Sometimes on my interviews, I'll put the PayPal link for tips. I don't get much from that. I get a little bit, man. What I get, I'm very much appreciative to. But man, asking for things and doing all this, man, my channel did much better when I just stopped and I just started telling the truth. But telling the truth and opening up yourself leaves you open to criticism. It leaves you open to, people that may be in a bad way, maybe relating and thinking you can help them. And man, the only advice that I can give anyone is, man, clean yourself up, put the bottle down, stop. If you've got a substance abuse problem, man, get help, stop. Don't stay up all night, man. I don't care what you're doing. Maybe you're not doing anything, but man, get yourself on a schedule, get some help, get some exercise, get some fresh air. These are basic life hacks, man. And I am not a guru or, I don't have the answer to everybody's problem, though I am going to try to help. I'm going to try to help as many people as I can through this channel. But man, there is a very dark side to YouTube and opening up your life. And, I encourage people to, start your YouTube channel. If you think you can handle it and do better than me, man, go for it, bro. But man, it's not an easy thing to open yourself up like this and have to wake up in the morning and read something that's, sounds very, very dark and very bleak. And I can only imagine what that person has been through or is going through. But I've been in similar places and I know it's not a good place. And this person needs to get help. And man, this is the dark side of YouTube. And man, it can become a lot to bear. It's a lot to bear, the constant barrage of comments and trolls and weird emails and weird social media messages and this. I mean, think twice before you put a negative comment. Think twice before you send a ranting email. Think twice before you try to tell me how to run my channel on Facebook, man. It's a lot to handle. I'm putting in 8 to 10 hour days doing this, sometimes 12-hour days doing this. And man, it is a brutal grind. It's 7 days a week. Do you want to do that? If you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, do you want to do that? Do you want to deal with, strange and weird emails and all this stuff? And man, if I didn't have to do it, I wouldn't be doing this at all. There is a very dark side to YouTube, and man, I don't know. Is it all worth it? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe I need a little uplift today. Maybe I need a little support, man, because man, sometimes it can be a lot to bear.